Hey, it's Lemon. Welcome to the Backlogs. Today on Ye of Little Faith, we're going to go over a run that keeps getting suggested to me. I don't know why, but some of you were absolutely adamant that I attempt a pistol-only run for XCOM 1. Now, there's two reasons why I'm not going to make a full-fledged challenge run video for this. First off, this challenge is easy. It sounds hard, but if you start putting the numbers together, this is actually a great entry for any XCOM fan looking to get into challenge running. And secondly, I finally got around to starting XCOM 2, and I really don't want to get dragged kicking and screaming back into XCOM 1 right now. I mean, come on, have you seen the Grenadier class? Baloo? Holy shit. Yeah! Yep, between that class and the Sparks unit, I think it's safe to say we're going to have a good time doing some challenge runs for XCOM 2 in the nearest future. So, with that all out of the way, let's dive in. First things first, we need to
insert a contractually obligated integrated ad?
What? No, why would we do that?
Because this video is sponsored by Surfshark VPN.
Can I please just talk about how to beat...
You get in line, and you get in quick, or it's the abyss for both of us. Do you understand me? Surfshark VPN is a virtual private network that helps keep your online identity safe. It keeps your personal data away from the hands of big companies and cyber criminals. It also lets you switch your virtual location on the go. With more than 3,200 servers in over 100 countries, you can travel the world with the click of a button. Currently traveling but want to catch the end of your favorite show back home? Surfshark lets you do just that. Want to keep your purchasing records away from prying eyes and advertisers? Surfshark can encrypt your data to help secure your personal information even on public Wi-Fi. Not only that, but Surfshark's Clean Web feature can block ads, trackers, malware, and phishing attempts, allowing you to surf the web safely. And don't worry, Surfshark doesn't monitor, track, or store your online activity either, so you're not trading out one problem for another. One account can also be put on unlimited devices, so you can protect your PC, phone, smart TV, and toaster oven all at the same time. So, if any of that is of interest to you, you can check out Surfshark today. Use the promo code in the description and pinned comment below to get 83% off and 3 extra months free.
Get out of my video! So, pistols. Usually the last resort for XCOM players, pistols have a bit of a bad reputation. Usually you just switch to them because you're out of ammunition, your skills are on cooldown, and you might as well give that crystal that's barreling down on you an extra damage or two before it kills you. But in the right hands, and with the right build, pistols quickly become a powerhouse of their own. First things first, let's go over the stats. A regular pistol does 1 to 2 damage, has a 0% crit chance, and medium range. Definitely last resort material. But there's several upgrades and items that we can add to the pistol to make it viable. If you upgrade it to the laser pistol, the maximum damage goes up to 3, and the crit chance goes up to 10%, which means on occasion your pistol will do 3 to 5 damage. Still low, but definitely better. And if you upgrade it to a plasma pistol, you're looking at a new damage range of 2 to 4, but your crit chance goes back down to 0 again. Kinda weird, but okay. Now, if that's all we had at our disposal, this would be a dead run. But in the right hands, well, that's something different altogether. So with that in mind, let's introduce the squad. 6 snipers, nothing else. Why, you ask? Because they get some interesting abilities that really let the pistol shine. The first 2 ranks are completely useless, because headshot, snapshot, and squad sight all only work with a sniper rifle. But if you can get to sergeant, you've now got some much needed options. Gunslinger, which gives you +2 damage with pistols, or damn good ground, which increases your aim and defense whenever you're higher than your enemy. Personally, I'm a big fan of more damage, but considering you've got 6 snipers to play around with, you can mix and match as you see fit. Becoming Lieutenant offers you a battle scanner, which is useful for clearing rooms and uncloaking seekers trying to strengthen your team. It's a bit finicky and definitely situational, but it's still something. But if you can get your snipers to Captain, that's when the fun truly begins. Executioner gives you an extra 10 aim against any target with less than 50% health. An Opportunist removes aim penalties from Overwatch and allows Overwatch to cause critical hits. Again, the choice is yours depending on what you want your team to do, but I've always felt that snipers have enough aim as it is, and stacking on even more is kind of a waste. And with the way that we're going to play with our team, which we'll talk about in a bit, having potential crits on Overwatch is a must. Low profile gives us full cover anytime we're in cover, which is great in general, but also plays really well with a certain gene mod we'll be aiming for later. And Colonel gives you the In the Zone feature, which would normally let you just keep shooting every enemy that isn't in cover or that you have flanked, but with a pistol, it just gives you a second shot. Not sure why, kinda bummed about it, but a second shot for free every turn on 6 snipers is still 12 shots in a single round. Now then, we've got our soldiers, but what about research and projects? Well, I'm glad you asked, Strawman audience member. As far as projects go, you'll only need one thing to get this run off the ground: the scope, which increases your aim by 10. Because surprise, surprise, being able to hit enemies from long range is somewhat critical when you've got nothing but new recruits and basic pistols to your name. Once you get past the first few levels though, you'll want to invest in a foundry, which will then give you access to improved pistol 1, 2, and 3. These upgrades make it so that your pistol gets a 20% crit chance increase, increases your accuracy by 10%, and increases the base damage of all pistols by 1, respectively. All vital, all much needed. On top of that, the foundry also lets you upgrade your scope, giving it another 10% crit chance on top of the 10 aim bonus it already delivers. However, it's worth noting that these bonuses don't stack with the improved pistol upgrades. So once you've got improved pistol 1 and 2, you can ditch your scope and or ignore scope upgrade from here on out. Lastly, we want tactical rigging, because who doesn't love having 2 items? Obviously, you won't be able to bring 2 grenades in with you, because grenades aren't pistols, but you can bring in medkits, arc throwers, respirator implants, or whatever else will give you that leg up in battle. Now then, let's talk about gene modding. You'll be saving a lot of money and resources since you won't constantly be buying and upgrading an entire slew of weapons, so go to town. Your best bets are depth perception, which gives you an extra 5 aim and crit chance whenever you have a height advantage, adrenal neurosympathy, which gives you more aim, crit chance, and mobility, mimetic skin, which gives you invisibility pretty much all the time once your soldiers reach the rank of major, and probably muscle fiber density, which lets you hop up to higher elevations with ease. You'll obviously need to pick and choose which mods you take and when, since you'll be balancing your meld between 6 units. But get just one soldier with all these benefits on the field, and you'll be nigh unstoppable. And there you go. That's all the math and pre-planning laid out for you. And it sounds great, but how's it play in reality? Well, I'll show you. At the start of the run, it's awful. Everyone's shooting 1s and 2s, and unless you're brave enough to throw your team right in the face of the enemy, it's a coin toss on whether or not you're gonna hit. Thankfully, the first waves of aliens are always sectoids, and if a sectoid ever starts buffing its fellow aliens, just focus your entire team on that one alien and get a 2-for-1 deal. But the bad times don't stop there. From here, you're now in a desperate race to find more snipers. You'll probably start with at least 1, but sometimes XCOM just hates you and doesn't give you another sniper, no matter how many rookies you throw into the grinder. For my little test run, I literally had to steal a sniper from a quest reward in order to get a second one, which, to be fair, was definitely worth it, considering he started as Sergeant. As far as strategies go, I was pretty aggressive with gathering up meld whenever possible, but was never shy about throwing everyone into Overwatch and just letting enemies come to me if I knew they were close. Not much more to it than that. With later sniper abilities, Overwatch becomes really powerful, and pistols never have to reload, so you never have to worry about that either. But when it became obvious that XCOM knew I'd been cheating on it with XCOM 2, and it wasn't going to give me any more snipers, I stubbornly decided that I would skimp on having 4 squad mates and just use my 2 snipers for the first terror mission. And you know what? Easiest terror mission I've done in a while. Just take your time, don't rush into multiple enemy pods at once, and you'll be going home without a scratch before you can say Grenadier. So yeah, if 2 barely upgraded snipers can handle a terror mission on their own, I'm pretty sure a fully upgraded squad of 6 snipers can push their way through the endgame without any trouble. The bigger foes in the game like the Sectopod may be an issue later, but if you've been diligent about giving your snipers mimetic skin, upgraded weapons, and all the right skills, a little strategy will take you a long way. And that's it. Pistol only run for XCOM 1. Definitely doable, and probably a lot easier than you think. If you decide to give it a go, let me know down in the comments below. I'm curious to see if there's anything I missed, whether it's an even better way to build your team, or a brick wall that I glossed over. A quick thanks once again to Surfshark VPN for sponsoring this video, link in the description and pinned comment down below, but other than that, that's all I've got. Take care of yourselves, be good to one another, and I'll see you all again soon.